get when you mix a pickle line with a water filtration plant, a high school with a law school building, a college dorm renovation with a new gaming and entertainment facility. When mixed and formed for a variety of owners by creative designers and skilled tradesmen, led by top teams of construction professionals, bam! You get 18 special projects nominated for the 2011 Build Michigan Awards. Each of these projects has a list of common ingredients, quality design and construction with meticulous attention to budget, schedule, and safety. Also, many use Building Information Modeling, or BIM, to save time and reduce costs, and all show concern for sustainability and environmental preservation. It is a bit ironic that a century ago this was a cigar factory and is now a wellness center and part of an effort to renovate a once historic area of Detroit. The contractor offered small business training seminars to all minority and small business subcontractors to help and encourage their participation. Environmentally friendly materials and practices were used throughout the structure. The building's frame is constructed of massive timber posts and beams. These structural members were restored to their original beauty and left exposed. Pulling the existing roof back for structural steel installation created a major challenge to keep this renovated building watertight during a very rainy spring. Any water would have damaged workout equipment, shut down the facility. To save time and money and add a splash of color, customized red fabric ductwork was installed. Budget concerns late in the project caused a 4-week delay. The team was pressured to keep on schedule. A cheerleading camp was scheduled. Problem solved. Ryder Rec Center completed on time and under budget. Sometimes taking smaller bites helps, like they did in the renovation of the remaining structural elements of that historic Fisher Body No. 1 plant site in Flint. Bid packages were separated by area so subcontractors could focus on just their own work. Environmental issues on this former heavy industrial site proved to be the most challenging. Pre-existing site and structural conditions led to the use of state-of-the-art construction techniques and innovative use of building material and solutions from design through construction. This eco-friendly reuse of an existing building shell, an effective project recycling program that kept the majority of demolition waste out of landfills, met the owner's expectations to create a modernized, sustainable work environment and LEED Gold certified building. The team developed a comprehensive phasing plan to shift employees displaced by the expansion and renovation of their existing building. Reptile roundup at the pond on the site drew involvement from local Boy Scout troops and other organizations. They collected a variety of critters, placed them in temporary habitats until they then could be returned to the pond. This is the first academic addition to this law school in more than 75 years. Maintaining the integrity of the existing structures and matching the stately architecture was a challenge. The project team visited several different quarries to find the right stone. They built mock-up walls to compare color patterns with existing stone walls. There is a new skyway bridge between buildings. Excavation 20 feet below the surface was done without disturbing the exterior walls of the nearby 80-year-old structures. This site had foundations from a former coal-fired power plant buried under tons of sand for nearly 40 years. Before they could bid, subcontractors studied as-built drawings, and then several potholes were dug so they could make an educated guess of just what may be underground. Building on the beaches of Lake Michigan was a challenge in the summer months just to keep focused, and a winter weather challenge working through harsh conditions with 20 to 40 mile per hour icy winds howling off the lake. An innovative three-dimensional computerized model was available on site for contractors to see precisely how everything fit. This project required coordination of 8 consultants and 50 major contractors with over 100 workers on site every day. There were over 400 different trades working here through the course of 2 years. Team members were hired early during the planning process. They were able to assist during the bond phase. There were 24 different levels of roof surface, which required attention to detail by the roofing contractor. The 750-seat auditorium is a community treasure with a balcony and full flyloft with 63-foot-high masonry walls. Problems caused by an independent site contractor, permitting issues, and a half month of rain made completing this project in just 12 weeks the challenge to be remembered. The project was already under budget, but the team still found ways to save time and money. The H-shaped layout of the building enabled mobilization of millwork crews a full week prior to completion of structural work. Early off-site prefabrication of the wooden structure dramatically decreased erection time. The building was framed and weather-tight in less than a month. To allow flexibility in locating, moving, and hooking up gaming machines, a walker duct system was installed under the entire casino's concrete slab. The team reached out to local tribal members, encouraging participation and providing construction job opportunities. The specialty finishes required highly skilled tradespeople. To avoid any local labor conflicts, a labor management cooperation committee was formed with the local unions. The team hosted the Bluebird House program. Over 60 people attended. More than 40 birdhouses were built to be located on site for native wildlife disturbed during the construction process. The 14 million pounds of concrete, 475,000 feet of building wire, 245,000 feet of cabling, 164,000 red bricks, 3,000 wood panels. Impressive construction facts. But this is not necessarily what you will see when a project is finished, up and running. In this case, what will catch your attention is the artwork. It is often the case that budgets need to be trimmed without reducing scope or quality. In this case, the entire team worked to achieve a 20% cost reduction, shaving nearly $1 million off the top. 140 innovative value engineering ideas were identified and approved. One unforeseen challenge was an underground storage tank sitting within the building envelope. Removal of that obstruction caused a 2-week delay. 2,400 students are served in this residence hall, which features the largest non-military dining facility in the world. To keep students fed during construction, a 12,000 square foot temporary kitchen was constructed, and more than 4,000 meals are served per day. The mechanical system plan for optimal routing of utility lines and mechanical ductwork within the existing space was done using three-dimensional modeling prior to construction. The contractor used their trademark scheduling process called Clockwork to guide the 300,000 worker hours, a management tool that helped them complete work in just 27 months. This multi-story, fully occupied facility sits on a small sidewalk-to-sidewalk site with minimum laydown areas. The new elevator tower addition uses micro piles and tension piles as a foundation because of limited space in the existing basement. Injection of grouting was necessary to strengthen the soil prior to installing the tension piles and to ease excavation of the elevator pit, eliminating the need for shoring. All construction and renovation were finished in just 24 months. Just getting into this site was difficult. It is a working military installation hosting 5,000 military and civilian personnel on a daily basis. Team leaders mitigated security concerns for the daily arrival of outside workers and deliveries. Over 100 team members participated in the Upfront Partnering Program. Partnering helps streamline construction, especially through the process called Military Construction Transformation, or MILCON, where the project team can use specifications that are more common for non-government jobs. 90% of all site construction waste was recycled. The project attracted 71% participation from the local small contractor and supplier community. The Food Co-op provided 44% of the funding for this unique public-private collaboration project. There was a community spirit that spread from the owners through the entire design and construction team. Built on brownfield redevelopment property, over 3,000 cubic yards of soil had to be excavated and sifted to remove concrete, brick, wood, and glass debris. The soil had to be properly compacted. This grocery store has numerous energy-efficient elements, including a very innovative insulation system. Movie production companies require sound stages with ample open space, free of columns. 371 individual 85,000-pound precast concrete panels had to be formed at 2 separate production facilities and shipped one at a time more than 145 miles one way from Grand Rapids to Pontiac. In addition, the team scheduled transportation, delivery, and placement of 3 super deep 110-foot-long steel trusses and 243 individual steel joists weighing a combined 1,800 tons. The studio's roof structure is capable of supporting a single-point 5,000-pound load, ideal when the crew needs to suspend a car or helicopter. Special suppression materials were used throughout the studio to muffle sounds and vibrations from equipment.
One of my first concerns was, how do I do this in such an aggressive time schedule? And most importantly, who is my team going to be?
It was so apparent that everybody was not only really truly engaged, but they were committed to making this be a winning project.
Everybody up front did put everything in place that they could, resources and tools, in order to be able to make the decisions right the first time.
The modernization program for Severstal consists of 3 projects: the pickle line tandem cold mill, the hot dip coating line, and the hot strip mill. One of the biggest innovation items that we were able to do here, again, is the modeling, 3D modeling on the pickle line, which started all the way back in our proposal stage. We modeled it, the civil portion of the project. It gave us the ability to double check our quantity takeoffs and make sure that we were where we needed to be with our takeoffs. And it's just added a tremendous amount of detail that we're able to give that detail in a 3D model to our crews in the field.
In the construction process, through the BIM coordination and the clash detection, we had about a $10 million cost avoidance.
These are the 18 2011 Build Michigan Award nominees.